Hoskins on the Fox 5 backlot. Moviegoers in the mood for a good scare this Halloween weekend, you might want to check out Paranormal Activity 2. Katie Featherston is one of the stars, and she joins me now live from Los Angeles. Good morning, Katie.
Hi, Ali. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Staying awake over there?
I'm doing good. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, great. So this is the sequel to the first Paranormal Activity, which came out in 2007, correct?
2009, but yeah.
Oh, 2009. Okay. And you starred in that movie as well. I actually just watched that movie for the first time 2 weeks ago because I'm afraid of scary movies. And I have to tell you, I'm a little like, oh my gosh, I'm like talking to Katie / the demon. It's a little weird.
I was just acting. I'm super sweet, I promise.
Okay. I'll be a little bit more calm then. So what's the biggest difference between this movie, this movie and then the Paranormal Activity 2 and Paranormal Activity 1? So what's the biggest difference between the two?
Well, for audience members, they can know that the second one is going to have the same type of good buildup of dread and suspense that the first one did, and it stays true. It's very authentic and realistic. Working on it, it was it was still improvisational, but and fun and everything like that. But there were more people around, so that was like the biggest difference. It wasn't just myself and my co-star and the director in a house. It was a whole crew of people and a control room and stuff. So it was our little family kind of grew on the second movie.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I wouldn't even think of that now that it's come. I mean, this movie made $41.5 million opening weekend. That's really impressive. Were you surprised that the first movie just took off?
Well, yeah. I mean, the first movie, we worked really hard on it, but we all knew that, it was possible that no one would ever even see it. And so when it went to festivals and people responded to it well, we loved that. But we thought, that could be it. And then it just slowly sort of started rolling into what it became, and it was, so successful, and we were just shocked and surprised and thankful, and, I think all shocked and surprised and thankful that we were able to make a second one.
Well, I was shocked watching it. I have to tell you, I make my fiancé lock the door every night to our bedroom now after watching that movie. So it wasn't just as scary for you making the movie as for people watching it. Was it like a scary experience or no?
Well, sometimes when you're in the middle of filming something that's kind of intense and where you're scared a lot, it's easy to kind of get into that groove and you just stay there. And so, on set we would often just kind of feel afraid or freak ourselves out. So it does get kind of intense sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine. And then the movie, both movies are actually filmed here in San Diego. So actually when I first watched the first one and it came up like, this is filmed in San Diego, I freaked out even more, of course, knowing that. I guess moving on from this, do you have any plans for upcoming projects?
Well, I have a couple of projects that I'm sort of being considered for, so we'll see what happens with those. And then there's a project, a script that I found that I love, that I'm trying to kind of get off the ground and get made. So we'll see kind of which one of those things comes to fruition first. But I'm staying busy. I'm excited about this coming year.
Has a lot in your life changed? Because, a lot's changed for you. And I sort of went through a similar experience of sort of just,
right.
No one knowing who I was, and then all of a sudden being on something so big and everyone knows who you are. What's the biggest thing that's changed in your life?
Yeah, the grocery store is a much more social experience than it was before Paranormal Activity. But you know what? I love when people say hi to me, and I love it when they tell me about how scared they were seeing in the movie or how scared they were at home after they saw the movie. That makes me feel really good. I love the fact that people, enjoyed something that we worked so hard on. It makes me, feel very thankful.
Well, it's a great movie, and you're wonderful. Thank you so much for chatting with me. And Paranormal Activity 2 is in theaters now. You can check it out for a good scare this weekend. Thanks again to our star, Katie Featherston, live from L.A. And back to you, Earl.
Got it. Ali, thank you. That movie was scary for me, too, I tell you what.